Welcome to Southland Conference basketball on ESPN+. Postseason positioning is on the line this afternoon in Abilene, Texas, and two teams bound for the conference tournament battle today in a pivotal game. It's the Central Arkansas Bears and the Abilene Christian Wildcats. Well, here's the story as of right now. Abilene Christian's looking for a number 2 seed in the tournament for a second straight year, meaning they get a double bye. They need to win out to do so. Meanwhile, Central Arkansas is clinging to that 7th spot and needs a win to stay in the tournament picture. The top 8 teams head to Katy, Texas. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome courtside to Moody Coliseum. Zach Carlisle alongside Tyler Henderson. Well, Central Arkansas, they're going to have their hands full today with a red-hot Abilene Christian team that's won 6 straight games.
Central Arkansas, man, they're so big. This is a roster that sports 2 active 7-footers, 1 red shirt. But if you can use that size effectively, you'll put a lot of pressure on this ACU offense and this ACU defense. For ACU, ride your hot hand. You've won 6 straight games. You've outscored opponents 485 to 386 over that winning streak. Ride your hot hand, you'll get yourself another win today.
How about these impact players in this game? And it's a couple of guards, Rylan Bergerson and Peyton Ricks.
Bergerson has been nothing but spectacular for the Bears. He leads this team in scoring, and he matched a season high with 25 in the last game against Nichols. He'll do the same today. And for Peyton Ricks, he scores just under 15 points a game, and he's 2 3-pointers shy of the 200 mark. I think we'll see a milestone here in Moody Coliseum.
Well, they'd love to see that in this place, wouldn't they? Abilene Christian is rolling right now for the way they've done it. How about the starting lineups today? There's Bergerson, our player to watch. DeAndre Jones, the point guard, number 55. And then there's the height from Hayden Koval and Eddie Kayalud. Jackson Baker inside as well for the Bears. For Abilene Christian, their starting 5 of Reggie Miller, Peyton Ricks, Corian Mason, Joe Pleasant, and Clay Gaming. Glad you're with us on ESPN+, and off we go from Abilene, Texas today. Inside, Koval in a quick 2 for Central Arkansas. And this is a team that can get up and score the basketball a little bit, going up against a good Wildcat defense.
And right off the bat, you already see the size difference. But if you look at the athleticism of UCA, it is incredible.
Joe Pleasant with the answer. Both teams scoring on the opening possession.
And I think we'll see a lot of that this game. It'll be a lot of back and forth. ACU likes to move the ball, and with UCA's size, they'll feed the ball down low, and it'll be a lot of post scoring.
Jones traveled, the junior out of Boise, Idaho. These teams played an absolute thriller back earlier on this season, and it was the Wildcats winning 70-69 in overtime back on January 25th. Gaiman, he's been red hot for ACU. He's shooting over 59% in the last 7 games.
And that's just nice transition basketball from Gaiman right there, going coast to coast for the easy score.
Eddie Kayalud, sophomore from France, and now inside he goes. Loose ball. Ball still flipping around. Central Arkansas comes up with it. Jones, a very good creator. Koval, he can stretch the floor. He's got the first 5 for UCA.
Big man has range for UCA. Right at the top of the key, nothing but net.
One of the best rebounders and shot blockers in this league as well, but boy, can he play offense. Him and Joe Pleasant matched up today. And now Pleasant will try to take on Koval. How about that? Pleasant's got 4 in the early moments for ACU. This could be a big man type of game. Koval traveled. Interim head coach Anthony Boone for Central Arkansas took over December 14th in the game against Pepperdine. He's got this team at 10-18 and in the tournament right now. There's a guy who played at Ole Miss and has his number retired by Ole Miss out of the SEC. There's only two guys in Ole Miss history who have their numbers retired, Anthony Boone and the great Archie Manning. 5 to shoot, Pleasant. What a start for Joe Pleasant. 6 points to start the game. Back and forth we go. Kailu. In on Gaiman. Little height advantage there for Central Arkansas. Gaiman getting the start for the 8th straight game for Colton Cole, the 7-footer who's about to check in for the Wildcats. Reggie Miller, the point guard. Off to Gaiman. A lot of height in there. And Gaiman still wins the battle.
And like you just said, Colton Cole's about to check into the game, but Clay Gaiman has forced Coach Golding's hand. He has played so well, and he has been nothing but spectacular for the ACU.
Jones to Koval. Oh my, Koval with 7 of the first 9 for the Bears. Pleasant charge. Taken by Koval. He's been all over the place for Central Arkansas. And 3 ACU players check in, including the 7-footer Colton Cole, who can definitely match up with the height better with UCA.
Absolutely, and Colton Cole came into college as a pretty thin young man, and he came in with a really severe knee injury, and he's put on a lot of weight, and he really holds his own down there, becoming one of the best post players in the Southland Conference.
Poked away from Bergerson. Now Jones trying to create something. Late whistle and a foul on Corian Mason of Abilene Christian. And 2 free throws coming for DeAndre Jones.
And give credit to DeAndre Jones. He is by far the shortest guy on this UCA roster, but he matches up really well against Damian Daniels and Reggie Miller for ACU.
Even at 10 as Trey Lennox checks in for Abilene Christian.
Now, are you sure Trey Lennox is playing the right sport? He looks like he's built like a tight end.
Coming off of multiple minutes, almost 20 minutes on Wednesday against Sam Houston State. Abilene Christian never trailed and dominated from start to finish against Sam Houston State, and Central Arkansas leads Abilene Christian by 1. Something the Wildcats have not done, which is trail. They've trailed for 6 of their last 240 minutes of game time. That is Peyton Rick's first attempt of the game. Bergerson trying to drive home. One-handed floater. Colton Cole running the floor to pass 2 wide. And Central Arkansas, they're off to a good start, leading by 3 in Abilene, Texas. Well, there have only been 3 missed shots. A beautiful Moody Coliseum in Abilene, Texas. Renovations of this place have looked really good over the last year or so. But you're talking about a Central Arkansas team that's 5 of 6 from the field, ACU 5 of 7. It's been a very high offensive start to this game.
And this is a very evenly matched, these are 2 very evenly matched teams right now. Now the size is a little lopsided, but we're in for a shootout again. The women's game was amazing. This game looks to be just the same.
Jones from the baseline. The ball will be tapped to Central Arkansas. Sub in Arion Simmons, the freshman, number 3 on the floor for Abilene Christian. Here's DeAndre Jones. And the skip pass. Aaron Widenar, number 3 in the game for the Bears. UCA going inside. Kailu out. Widenar open at the shot clock buzzer, and the 5'7" Daniels comes up with a rebound off the tip.
It's not, and that's not something you thought you'd hear in a game like this.
Cole. Tough one-handed shot. Oh, we're seeing some up and down action today. Loose ball. Christian, more of a team that likes to play in the half court and not the full length all the time, and that's a floater, no good. Bergerson couldn't get it, and Ricks saves it in. Daniels. Goes in to Colton Cole, got positioning on SK Shaitu.
And that's exactly what they need Colton Cole to do all day. He has to match up with these 7-footers of UCA.
It's Jones who will run this point positioning, and fourth in the league in assists. A very good distributor. Backside, Kyalu. Bergerson. Now we're starting to see a few more misses from the floor. And Arion Simmons is fouled by the sophomore SK Shaitu. And here is the positioning for Cole.
And that's a great job by Colton Cole, getting to the baseline side right there, boxing out, and he had a wide open layup.
Backcourt pressure from Central Arkansas. Abilene Christian breaking it pretty well. It's Simmons. Couldn't get the three, and the rebound pulled away. And UCA runs. It's SK Shaitu in transition. Timeout, Joe Golding of Abilene Christian. As Central Arkansas is off to this three-point lead. And this might be a little more high-flying than Joe Golding wants this to be. I don't think he wants his team to play a track meet.
I don't think Joe Golding does, but he wants these guys to give max effort right now. And the guys he's got out there, they're going to give that for him. We need to watch for Peyton Ricks. We mentioned him pregame, but when Peyton Ricks gets hot, his shot is so quick and so smooth. Once he starts getting on a roll, this ACU offense starts to roll too.
Yeah, Ricks. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, Ricks 0 for 1 from the floor.
He's the driving force of this offense, and when Ricks goes, the Wildcats go.
Pleasant hasn't missed a shot. Cole's 1 for 2, Gaiman's 2 for 3. Hayden Howell, number 23, into the contest for Abilene Christian as well. Ricks, he's open. You can't ask for a better look for Peyton Ricks. And now Abilene Christian will pressure defensively. UCA breaks that with ease. And Simmons blocks. Oh, what a play. Ricks, he's blocked. Oh my goodness.
How about a steal?
Defense all the way right now. Daniels had it stripped, but a foul call. It's actually off the ball. How about the block?
Watch Arion Simmons get up. And he's the freshman got some ups. Wow. And UCA answered. You don't see that a lot, going coast to coast, back-to-back blocks.
Simmons and Ricks leave the game. Gaiman and Mason return, and in comes Hayden Koval for the Bears. A lot of pick action. 10 to shoot for Corian Mason. Daniels will launch. Connects. First three for the Wildcats today.
And much needed.
Now Daniels with a hands on Jones. First foul on Daniels, who leaves the game for Reggie Miller. Junior transfer from Seward County Community College. First year Wildcat, Miller. Backside action, Gaiman blocks, but it's a foul first on Abilene Christian. It'll take us to a timeout. What a start in Abilene. Up so far. It's getting a little crazy. The defenses have started to settle in a little bit. There's been some blocks and some turnovers and some acrobatic plays. It's been fun so far.
It's been a lot of fun, and I think all of that's in part to how intense both these teams are. They're playing with a lot of fire, and that makes for a very good showing, and that makes games like this that much more fun to watch.
Yeah, the stakes are high, no question about it, for a game like this with Central Arkansas trying to stay in the tournament hunt, the Southland Conference. Abilene Christian off the takeaway, and Trey Lennox was out of bounds. And the Wildcats would give it right back. Third turnover on ACU. Central Arkansas with 4 of them in the first half so far. The length of the Bears has been an issue so far for ACU. Small lineup out there for the Wildcats right now. Covell lost it. Lennox got a steal. Reverse, no. Gaiman taps it out. Mason, a good creator. Out of bounds. Got a lot of guys standing out of bounds on the basketball this game so far. Ricks returns for Abilene Christian. Well, it was 13-10 at the under-16 media. And since then, we've seen just 6 points in the last 5 minutes. Kyalud hanging out with Reggie Miller at the logo. 10 to shoot. Charge on Eddie Kyalud.
And I don't know about you, but I think that's about as close to getting hit by a freight train as you can get.
Kyalud 6'7", 220. Seen backcourt pressure majority of this game so far for Central Arkansas. Trying to speed up the Wildcats. Mason. Couldn't get the step back jumper.
And that was a good look from Corian Mason right there. He just couldn't get it to fall.
Jared Chatham, number 24, the junior from Los Angeles, on the floor. And again, shot clock comes to 10 for Kyalud. Chatham, 5 to shoot. Fade away. No good. Both teams are struggling to find ways to score right now. Gaiman trying to change that for ACU on the baseline. 6 points for Clay Gaiman so far. A lot of good passing from Central Arkansas.
And those tall skip passes like that, for ACU, if you throw them that high, you may throw it into the seats.
Mason got that strip. He is wide open for three. Timeout, Central Arkansas. A 5-point cushion for Abilene Christian on the Mason three.
And just like that, ACU's back in it with a great look by their star point guard, Peyton Ricks, to Corian Mason, who has really stepped up this year as a transfer.
Mason, a junior from Oklahoma City, got that play started with the steal. And it just seems like for ACU, it really always starts on the defensive end with this coaching staff of Joe Golding and Brett Tanner.
They're so good defensively, and give them credit. They are a great offensive team, but defense wins you ball games, and ACU and Joe Golding live and breathe, and they'll die on defense. And right now, they are feeling it on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Abilene Christian shooting 53% from the floor. It's an 8-0 run for the home team. Central Arkansas, meanwhile, 5 turnovers in the last 4 minutes and a scoring drought of 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Another errant pass nearly was a turnover. Koval, they got to get him the basketball. Scored 7 of the first 9 for Central Arkansas. Into Gaiman. Out to Mason. Daniels. Catch and shoot.
Spark plug.
His second three. Chatham blocked away. Loose ball. Central Arkansas has been out of sorts at this end of the floor.
Central Arkansas just looks like they're shaking up. They are playing extremely rough right now.
That was a long two and a much needed basket to stop a huge scoring drought of 5 minutes for Central Arkansas. Jared Chatham. Cole in. Koval got him and wins the battle. Chatham. Charge. An offensive foul. ACU leads by 6-0.
This was so much more than our team or basketball.
Coming in as freshmen and sticking through the grind, sticking through the losses.
We knew we had a team that was a conference championship level team from the start.
All season, we just wanted to prove people wrong.
I was anxious to play because we knew we were so close.
You done your Jay Franklin done. Franklin holds it down.
We felt the buzz in the city. They were with us.
I had never seen movies that fast.
Yes! He's got 18. Ricks to tie it.
Good look.
Yes!
And it's in.
And he hit it, I was like, whoa.
The ACU fans going crazy.
We are the best three-point shooting team in the league. Let's go establish a new three-point shooting record.
They're going to break the record.
Show everybody in the conference that we can go and compete.
The Wildcat live to fight another day. Kick it out. Mabry three. Dagger. Good. Wow!
We're going to go win this championship game.
The Wildcats are going to play for a title.
Whatever we have to do, we're winning this game.
Like, okay, let's go. Like, let's go to war.
Goes in with a one-hand slam. Wide open, corner three. Yes! Barbed wire! They can feel it all over ACU Nation. Abilene Christian to the NCAA tournament.
Joe Golding, the head man of ACU, watching his Wildcats lead by 6 points on Central Arkansas. A bobble from Peyton Ricks. Scoreless so far for Abilene Christian. And Simmons turns it over, trying to get it to Cole, but now Ricks gets it back himself and lays it in.
And Peyton Ricks' versatility on both sides of the ball. He was always known last year as a bench guy. He was so good coming off the bench. Offensively this year, he's got into that starting role. He's a senior leader. He's been so good on both sides.
Backside, Lennox pass tapped away from Kyalud. This defense of ACU continues to cause issues for opponents, and that's Cole inside from Simmons. The lead all of a sudden 10. And now Jones can't get the roll. You're talking about an Abilene Christian team that is, here's a foul as Daniels draws it. Here's Ricks with a steal and the layup.
And his hands are so quick, and he has a lot of courage going in there against 2 7-footers by himself. But Peyton Ricks is a big man to his own credit.
We're talking about this ACU team that has won 6 in a row. They won by 16 points. 6 points in Southeastern Louisiana. They beat Houston Baptist by 14. They beat Corpus by 14. Houston Baptist again by 14. I mean, they have taken apart everybody they've played lately. Here's Ricks. Oh, from extra distance.
He makes that three look so easy. He's so smooth.
Career three-pointer 199 for Peyton Ricks, who has scored 5 in a row. Bergerson inside Simmons with a second block. And he blocks Jackson Baker, but it's a foul first. They're calling the foul on the freshman Simmons. And here's the Ricks three.
What is that? You think that's 10 foot behind the three-point line?
Is there anybody that catches and shoots better than Peyton Ricks?
It's hard to say. Not at the collegiate level anyway.
Incredible. Baker to the line for 2. So here's Jackson Baker, the redshirt freshman from Phoenix, Arizona. Playing for interim head coach Anthony Boone, and Baker did redshirt a year ago coming out of Brophy Prep High School into the lineup this year. He started 11 times, comes off the bench, averaging almost 20 minutes a game. An 11-point Abilene Christian lead. Lennox, his three, no. Mason and Hayden Howell back in for ACU as Ricks takes a seat. One of the things you see a lot from ACU, they switch it and move their lineups around all of the time. They have a lot of depth on this team, something I don't think a lot of people thought they were going to have coming into the season.
And you're exactly right.
Simmons a steal. Look out. The big fella with a reverse.
Do a little dance, big man.
He gets another steal. This time a breakaway and a flush. Wow. They're feeling it at Moody Coliseum. Then there's the other, he got him back to back. Oh my.
Arion Simmons, the freshman, coming in and making a statement against the Bears.
That's a big fella getting out and playing quick. I mean, he's running up and down the floor right now.
That first steal, I think he wanted that first dunk, didn't get it, got his 2 points. He said, guess what, I'm gonna take another one. He got it.
That is as good as it gets. Bringing Moody Coliseum alive. Backside, loose ball again.
How about a third?
I mean, this is crazy. And he did not force up a three right there, which I actually thought he might pull the trigger. He's not playing like a freshman.
Shows a lot of maturity for a young kid.
Here he is again. He's gonna shoot two. It's the Simmons show right now. The Arkansas native. Will shoot two. Grew up in Little Rock, Arkansas, just a half hour south of Conway, where the Bears are located. No good on the first one. There's the dunk from the big fella.
He did the shimmy shake right there.
And he knocks over Trey Lennox on the celebration.
That's hard to do. That is hard to do.
6'5", 264. Misses both foul shots, but Hayden Howell with the offensive rebound, and he hits the deck. Pass deflected, and it goes off of Central Arkansas. This ACU defense has absolutely locked down UCA right now.
They have turned on a new level. They have kicked it into high gear. Whatever you want to say about ACU's defense, they are killing it right now.
Remember when Central Arkansas was 5 of 6 from the floor? They are 2 of 11 since. Mason searching. Ricks, whoa!
Ooh, wow. That's pretty.
Jones bumped on a three by Hayden Howell. 3 free throws on the other side. ACU is in full form, leading by 17. Central Arkansas searching for some answers. Abilene Christian is having a lot of fun in their home gym right now, leading by 17 points.
I think a lot of fun is an understatement. This place is rocking this afternoon in Abilene, Texas.
Arion Simmons has been at the focal point of it all. He's on the bench right now. This is DeAndre Jones at the line. for Central Arkansas. Junior out of Boise, Idaho. Right up there is one of the all-time leaders in assists in Central Arkansas history, Jones. He's been such a good point guard over the last 3 seasons for this Bears team. And Jones with 4 points so far to go along with 3 assists. Into Hayden Howell. Reggie Miller wide open. Howell with the old board. He has been very active on the offensive glass. And now free throws are coming for the senior from Midwest City, Oklahoma. Here's a guy in Howell who battled injuries all last year, had to take a medical red shirt. And hits a free throw.
Prior to that, Hayden Howell was a key component in that starting lineup for ACU. And he like you said, he dealt with all those injuries, and he really has never been the same since, but he's showing out really well today.
Yeah, he didn't score Wednesday against Houston Baptist, or Sam Houston State rather, but had scored in 7 consecutive games prior to that, and he's in the scoring column today against Central Arkansas. Stephen F. Austin at the top of this league, winners of 12 straight games coming into today. The next hottest team in the conference is Abilene Christian. Ricks is fouled.
And that's just good hustle by number 5. He came out of nowhere to come get that steal, and then he got fouled at the back end of it. He's going to get rewarded for it.
So here's Ricks. The senior from Wichita, Kansas. Leads ACU in scoring right now with 8 points. And a frustrated Anthony Boone for Central Arkansas. Second one offline.
That's something you don't see very often from Peyton Ricks. He doesn't miss very many at the line.
Jones, good pass again. Tough shot from Jared Chatham, won't fall.
And you know, coming into this game, we thought the size of UCA was going to play a really big factor. ACU's making these big men look really small right now.
Ricks. Offensive board again from Howell, and it goes out of bounds. Boy, that's as good a hustle as you could ever ask for. Hayden Howell.
And don't forget Clay Gaiman at the back end of that play making a dive and effort.
Wow.
Trying to save that ball.
That's the type of team that Joe Golding just coaches, isn't it? From if there's anything we've learned watching his games is they're just going to out-hustle you.
And you can be bigger, stronger, faster, but if you don't hustle, you can have all the talent in the world and it can go to waste.
Bergerson, good take inside. Just the second field goal from Bergerson in the game. Leading scorer for the Bears for the season. Offensive foul on Colton Cole of Abilene Christian. A 16-point lead under 2 minutes to play until halftime. UCA's field goal percentage has dipped under 50%. It started up in the 80s. 8 of 19 shooting in the half. Weidenar inside, back out, Bergerson. Tobias Cameron goes and gets the rebound. We've seen a lot of guys hit the floor today.
The Wildcats are dropping like flies, but again, that's due to that hustle, and that's definitely what you want to see if you're Coach Joe Golding.
Cole turns, scores, and he's hobbled. Limping around a little bit now is the big fella.
And what a move, and it just looks like he turned it right there.
Yeah, may have tweaked an ankle or something.
But he's staying in.
Yeah, I bet he rolled his ankle. 1:01 until halftime, and Abilene Christian an 18-point lead. Chatham loose ball. It's Jones. It's Jones and one. Good floater from the junior.
And that's just a nice move by Jones and going to body up down there in the paint for the and one.
Arion Simmons has played a big role in this half. He almost blew the roof off this place a few minutes ago with back-to-back steals and points.
They're looking to him again.
Breaking pressure. 11 seconds or so the difference between the game and the shot clock. Zone defense for Central Arkansas. Mason open. His three is no good, and a foul on Abilene Christian on the rebound attempt. It's on Tobias Cameron of ACU. And free throws to the other end for the Bears. And a 1-and-1 should be coming for Central Arkansas as Hayden Howell back into the lineup for the Wildcats. So Jared Chatham, the junior from LA. That free throw is no good, and Abilene Christian will now have a chance to hold for the final shot of this first half with a 15-point lead. What a half it's been for ACU.
An exciting one to say the least, and they're going to go into halftime with a lot of momentum. And with UCA back on their heels, you figured that Coach Joe Golding would keep on the gas.
The three, no good. 2 seconds. Simmons, ball's tipped around, and that will take us to halftime. Abilene Christian 16-2 when they lead at halftime this year, up 15. Halftime in Abilene, Texas, with the Wildcats leading by 15. Well, one of the guys that you see a lot on camera is junior Paul Hippler of Abilene Christian. And an ACU TV student-run crew sat down with him to find out the ways that he contributes even when he's not on the floor.
During your time here at ACU, you've pretty much become a fan favorite all across campus. What has that support meant to you?
It really means a lot. It's really cool looking in the stand and seeing someone, holding, a fat head, a picture of me up there. It really does mean a lot. Just all the hard work that everyone puts in, extra hours and stuff that no one sees. Seeing that support from people and, hearing your name chanted at the end of the game or whatever they do, it really gives you kind of life, especially when, we play 30 games in the season and a lot of times it gets redundant, hearing that, a kid giving you a high five after the game, that stuff just kind of keeps your love, in the game grounded.
Some people consider you sort of like a hype man or encourager. One example of this is how you sort of get the energy going at the beginning of games, whenever you do handshakes with the guys. So how did that role sort of start for you?
Let's see, it was my freshman year and I remember the first few games no one was doing handshakes or anything and I just was like, hey, okay, I want to do that, it seems fun. And I really kind of embraced that. I really pride myself on handshakes. It sounds weird, but it's true. I put a lot of practice into them with the guys. I think I have a handshake with every single person on the team, so no matter who's starting or who's playing, I know what we're doing in our handshake and everything. I want to make it the most creative possible, but also, I'm a player on the team, and even though I'm not getting, starter minutes or anything, I find a way that I can really help the team is providing energy, whether I'm on the court providing energy and talking on defense, or whether I'm on the bench just screaming it for everyone. So right now that's, my role, and that's how I'm helping this team.
In January, the team earned nationwide attention when a video surfaced online of you guys celebrating after a win against Lemoore. Can you give me some context on that?
So, at the beginning of the year, Coach Golding always would dance to this Roddy Ricch song. He would always dance to it, and finally they videotaped it. And it was hilarious reading all the comments on Barstool and everything, and everyone thinks I can't dance. So, I mean, there's some truth to that, but yeah, it was awesome to see that, and I always love seeing ACU on the national platform, viral, and so I love seeing stuff like that because it puts ACU on the national platform that people wouldn't know,
How has that team chemistry grown and developed as the season has gone on?
Yeah, well, I think it's Coach Golding. He really brings us all together, and I mean, a lot of comments were talking about, man, I love this coach. I want this coach. This coach is invited to my, birthday party, all these different things. So. He's really the glue that holds us together. There's so many coaches anywhere that are focused on themselves, focused on their contract, focused on so many different things, and he's really focused on us. That's the biggest thing with Coach Golding is he never thinks about himself. So he's really the glue that holds us all together, and also our teammates. I mean, we have a lot of unselfish guys with no agendas. We're here for one reason, that's to win. That's to get back to March Madness.
What was that March Madness run like for you?
Man, that was one of the greatest. Just that last month was just a month that I'm never gonna forget in my life. Just the memories we made on the road, on the bus, on the plane. Just the energy. The energy there is unlike anything I've ever experienced. And we want that for everyone on our team, even the new people. And we want them to experience, what we experienced last year. And also, we love ACU. We want ACU to be on the national platform. We're real proud Wildcats here, and we want us to be on the national stage. And a big reason doing that is March Madness, obviously. The memories, the energy, all of that plays into getting back there. And I mean, you don't know how important it is to get back there until you've actually been there.
Great work by the ACU TV student-run crew. Does anyone have more fun than Paul Hippler? I don't think so. His Wildcats lead by 15. More halftime on the way. Welcome courtside, everybody. Halftime, ACU in front of Central Arkansas by 15 points. Zach Carlisle, Tyler Henderson. What a first half for Abilene Christian. They have a lot to be happy about, leading by 15 points.
Absolutely. You can't say that they did anything wrong in the first half, and nobody's had a better first half than Arion Simmons.
Well, let's take a look at the numbers in this first half. And ACU shooting and just missing 15 shots, 4 3-pointers. Points in the paint, a big difference as well.
Absolutely. Like we said earlier, that UCA has a bunch of big men, and ACU's made those big men look really small. They've done really well down low.
Peyton Ricks leads the way for the Wildcats with 8 points thus far, 3 out of 8 from the floor. And he's got a 3-pointer in the game. One more for him, and he'll be at 200 for his career. The Wildcats with a 15-point lead at halftime on Central Arkansas, and the second half is coming your way next. Second half ready to go here in Abilene, Texas. The 2020 Southland Conference Basketball Tournament presented by Hercules Tires takes place March 11th through the 15th at the Leonard E. Merrill Center in Katy, Texas, just outside of Houston. Both of these teams wanting to be in that 8-team bracket. Off we go to the second half. Abilene Christian in control, leading by 15 points. Zach Carlisle, Tyler Henderson, glad to have you with us on ESPN+. The Wildcats opening possession is a Hayden Howell layup. He has been a nice little spark plug in the first half for Abilene Christian. Kailu charge on the other end of the floor. That's a fired up Joe Golding, by the way, on the other end for the Wildcats. Time in and time out again. They're going to take a charge, aren't they?
And my goodness, Corian Mason, he took that like a champ.
Whew. A lot of contact. Mason hits the deck, I think, about 15 times a game, something like that. At least it feels like it. Here's Mason now on offense. 5 wide, a 50 look. It's Mason. Jones, transition 3. Offensive rebound to Bergerson and a fresh 20.
And UCA starting this second half on a higher tempo kind of play. They got really sluggish at the back end of the first half, and they're starting to pick it up a little bit.
Corian Mason got his hand on the pass, and Ricks helps him take it away. Gaiman double teamed. Ricks. Gaiman no board. Boy, there's been some acrobatics today. Ricks. Extra pass, a million of them. Great ball movement, and Gaiman's gonna shoot 2.
What a finish by Clay Gaiman.
Is there better team basketball than that?
Honestly, no. This has been and to be honest with you, this is the best that ACU's really played all year. They look like a really complete team right now.
Gaiman at the line. That ball movement was one of a kind. Jared Chatham into the lineup for the Bears. That's hard to defend, all those extra passes, and it keeps you moving, and then guys drive to the hoop, and Gaiman hits 2 free throws. A 19-point lead for Abilene Christian, their largest this afternoon. Jones fouled. This game a lot different than what happened back in January in Conway, Arkansas. You're talking about an ACU UCA game that was down to the wire. An incredible finish there. Peyton Ricks was fouled on a 3-pointer as his team was down 3 with 0.3 of a second to go in regulation. He hit all 3 free throws, sent the game to overtime. And then Aaron Weidenauer hit a 3 in the corner for Central Arkansas to go up by 1. And then Peyton Ricks hit a floater with 4 seconds left in overtime to win the game 70-69. It was one of the games of the year in the Southland Conference. Gaiman with a fake and a score.
Coast to coast for Clay Gaiman. And he's been so good this year, especially as of late in the back half of this season. He has been absolutely on another level.
Koval, baseline jumper. Koval scored 7 of the first 9 in the game for UCA. That's his first basket since.
And it's pretty easy to go over the top of a 6'7" Hayden Howell when you're 7 foot, you know it?
Half-court offense again. Here's Howell. Fake off glass, couldn't finish inside. He's had a hard time converting at the hoop at times today. Pass deflected again. Jones. ACU ball. So if you're already thinking ahead, I mean, with as well as Abilene Christian is playing and as well as Stephen F. Austin is playing, I mean, you're going to put 2 heavyweights together Tuesday night on ESPN+. That'll be some kind of matchup.
And if ACU plays anything like they're playing this afternoon, we're in for a good matchup indeed. A first-ranked team against an ACU team that's still fighting for that second seed. It'll be a lot of fun.
Bergerson and one. That was impressive from a junior from Boise, Idaho.
And that's a great job by Bergerson to keep his composure down there, to get hit and follow through for the and one.
Bergerson, 8th in the league in scoring this year at 15 per contest. And a stoppage on the floor. But Bergerson, 3rd in the league in free throw attempts and makes this year. He plays the 4th most minutes of anyone in the Southland Conference as well. Always on the floor for UCA. Bears looking for a stop. It's Daniels. It's his 3rd 3 of the game. Koval, he's got 5 straight for Central Arkansas. We've seen him step out and hit a 3 already. That's his 2nd.
Dynamic. UCA's got several dynamic players is what it seems like, and they are making the most of it.
Cole gets it back. He's blocked. That's 7-footer on 7-footer. Rise and fire. Bergerson, no.
How about the 5'7" Daniels with a few rebounds on the day?
Ricks in. And Cole's blocked again. Koval winning that battle defensively right now. Colton Cole with 6 points in the game. Corner 3, yes! Jackson, Baker, and Jones with the assist.
And UCA's not going down without a fight. They're still in this game. Chip away, and you'll be right back in it.
Back to 13 points. Simmons faking a 3. Ricks. He's toying with that 200th career make from distance. Sometimes those milestones, you just really want to get them out of the way. So you go back to playing your style. Bergerson, another and one. A chance to cut it to a 10-point game when we come back. Daniels has 3 threes for ACU. Central Arkansas on a 13-3 run right now. They're going to go to Hammond, Louisiana next Wednesday before finishing the year with Northwestern State in Conway a week from today. And all of a sudden, UCA a chance to cut this to a 10-point game early on in the second, and here come the Bears. And the free throw no good from Bergerson. But Central Arkansas playing well right now. Get back in the game.
They have put themselves in a really good position early in the second half.
Rick's long two, no good.
And that comes with just straight hustle. They have played their tails off from the beginning of the second half, and that's why they're in this position.
Jones lost it, and the ball ends up in Jackson Baker's hands. His second three of the game. And Central Arkansas is within 8.
And almost a 20-point lead cut down to single digits in just a short amount of time. UCA's on a 16-3 run over their last about 3.5 minutes, which is just absolutely crazy.
Gaiman's gonna pull the trigger. Simmons looking for the O board. The lead for ACU grew to as many as 21. Baker, another no. Gaiman will take the long two, no good. Abilene Christian, no points in the last 3 minutes. They get a stop here. Daniels contacted, and he'll shoot two. And if you're struggling on offense, to me, the big key is go see if you can get to that free throw line and give yourself a chance at some easy points.
Exactly. Not only do you get to give your team a breather, but you put UCA into foul trouble.
Free throws for Daniels.
And right there, you just slow everything down. ACU's kind of getting a little rushed. They saw their lead start to shrink. Slow yourself down, breathe, you'll be fine.
No good on the second, and Gaiman's the one who gets the rebound, and he is fouled by Jared Chatham. Much to the dislike of Anthony Boone, the interim head coach of UCA.
And Clay Gaiman
had that arm reached over, did Chatham. Here's Mason. Daniels with an offensive rebound. Ten to shoot. Howell. Bergerson, catch and shoot. Timeout, Abilene Christian. It's a 6-point game in Abilene, Texas. Central Arkansas is on a 14-1 run here at Moody Coliseum. Wildcats were having some fun. Now a little bit of nervous tension in Moody Coliseum. It's a 6-point game. It is all Central Arkansas right now here at Abilene.
Central Arkansas has put themselves in a great position right now. They've got themselves back in this ball game. And you've got to think they've been really good from the three-point line that's got them here. I don't see why they won't stop.
Trey Lennox looking for Hayden Howell. He's got it. Abilene Christian having a hard time figuring it out on offense. 3 seconds in the lane on Howell. And for ACU, they have not made a field goal over the last 4.5 minutes. Just one free throw in that stretch. Jones again, been a great creator this afternoon, and Bergerson was standing out of bounds when he caught the pass. Takes us to another timeout. It's a 6-point game in Abilene, Texas. Wildcats have a big date on Tuesday night with Stephen F. Austin here on ESPN Plus before finishing the year in San Antonio next Saturday at Incarnate Word. But right now, they're in a dogfight with the Bears of Central Arkansas. It's a 6-point game. And this last 5-minute stretch has been all Bears. It's Daniels trying to find somewhere to go on offense. 10 to shoot for Corian Mason and company. The lob, Colton Cole. That's a way to end the stretch of no field goals. A slam for the big fella.
Put an exclamation point on your struggles. That is one way to do it for our 7-footer.
Trying to slip it inside, and Daniels picks off the pass from Chatham. Ricks wasn't quite open for that three. Now a wraparound, and Bergerson tried to go in front and steal. And here's the Cole hammer.
Just over the top right there. Just over, and he threw that thing down with some authority.
No question. And it ended a span of 5 minutes and 3 seconds without a field goal for Abilene Christian. Their lead remains at 8. It's Gaiman. Feeding Cole. 4 in a row for the big fella. Just like that, the lead goes back to double digits. Extra pass, it's Jones. And a hammer the other way with Koval. The junior from Prosper, Texas. We got some good 7-footers today.
I was going to say the 7-footers are exchanging dunks.
Ricks,
number 200.
He got it. He got the milestone.
And Corian Mason got the steal.
Yeah, he did. That was Koval trying to draw a foul, and he's disappointed he didn't get it. Ricks from anywhere on the floor, though, can hit the three, and that is Cole once again inside. Nine and a half to go in Abilene. Koval stripped by Daniels. A pickpocket by the little guy. Gaiman going one-on-one, up and under, and he missed it. He did everything right except finish the shot. Bergerson connects on a three. Keeping Central Arkansas in the game, down 10. And again, it's Cole blocked on a dunk attempt. Abilene Christian making an effort to go inside.
Absolutely, and Colton Cole has been on such a good run.
That's the Bergerson three, but Cole doing his thing for ACU.
And Colton Cole, I mean, if he's playing well, give it to him while he's hot.
The junior out of San Angelo, Texas.
And right now we're seeing a lot of Colton Cole and a lot of Arion Simmons down low, and I think that's in part due to a Joe Pleasant injury. He walked off the court at halftime with his knee wrapped in ice, and right now they've got him on the bike on the sideline, but that could be a big blow for ACU heading into tournament time.
Yeah, well, depending on the severity of his injury. Here is a foul, it appears. It's on Reggie Miller of Abilene Christian. So to do it without Joe Pleasant, who only played in 3 minutes in the game, scored 6 points. He was off to a great start. But ACU's seen a lot more of Hayden Howell, who got the start in the second half. Not a great pass, but Jones has it. Bumped by Howell on a hedge. Central Arkansas's cut it to 11. They're trying to stay the course. Got it to as close as 6. This will be the end of the floor. That'll be the challenge for the Bears. The next foul, though, will put UCA in the bonus. Ten to shoot, it's Jones. DeAndre Jones, friendly roll.
In UCA right now, they've got everything falling for them, similar to what ACU had in the very end of the first half. UCA's getting their turn.
Howell couldn't finish. Back and forth we go. In a 9-point difference. Central Arkansas has hit each of its last 4 shots. Widenar, backdoor, Bergerson, that's an and one. Free throws when we come back. UCA hanging in on the road. Peyton Ricks for Abilene Christian just hit his 200th career three-pointer for ACU. And he leads the way with 11 points. Him and Colton Cole leading the way for Abilene Christian in this game against Central Arkansas. And Ricks has been the spark plug. He's been the leader all season long, 2 triples in the game. And a free throw for Ryan Bergerson. It's an and one out of the timeout, and it's back to 6. Here come the Bears once again, trying to make a final run here against the Wildcats. Lennox could not convert it, in a foul after the rebound by Widenar. And the foul's on Simmons of ACU. Free throws the rest of the way for Central Arkansas. 1-and-1 time for Widenar. Haven't seen a lot of offense from Widenar. He misses the first free throw. No points, shut out on 0 of 1 from the field. The senior from Bozeman, Montana. Cole, catch, could not convert. And the lob up ahead. Loose ball here, and Abilene Christian continues to stay active defensively. Ricks, oh, he thought it went off of a Bear, and they're saying it's off of Peyton Ricks. Kyalud and Chatham return for Central Arkansas.
And I think Peyton Ricks has an argument there. That's right to our right, and it's hard to tell, but I think he has an argument right there.
Central Arkansas hasn't been within 6 points since the last 3 minutes, or early 3 minutes into the game. Now it's a 3-point contest after the 3. 61-58. What an effort by Central Arkansas to get back in it. It's an 8-0 run and an 11-1 stretch right now. Simmons goes in and gets fouled with under 10 on the shot clock. So 2 free throws coming for Arion Simmons. So here's the freshman out of Little Rock, Arkansas, good on the first. Big spark plug in that first half for Abilene Christian as Damian Daniels and Corian Mason check in.
Number
the
3,
home team.
Number 3 and number 4 for ACU, man. They bring a lot of life to this ACU offense, as well as Paul Hippler on the bench, number 33. He may not see a lot of time this game, but Damian Daniels and Arion Simmons, the guys on the court, they can turn this game around.
A 4-point game. Central Arkansas is as close as they've been since the first half early on in the contest. Bergerson, he's got 18 points. The lob to Kyalud's out of bounds. Bergerson got off to a slow start offensively in the first half, but now has exploded for a game-high 18.
And he's really found his groove this second half. Like you said, he started off really, really slow, but he hasn't missed much of late.
Simmons again inside, and he scores that time. 6-point lead again. Koval's open. Chatham with a nice save. And then Cole goes and gets one. It's poked ahead to Daniels. Reverse, oh my!
Number 3 and number 4 right on cue. Damian Daniels gets his crowd fired up.
He is incredible.
Wow, what a reverse.
Timeout Central Arkansas. Daniels with 10 points. Just his second double-digit effort of the season. And a big reason why Abilene Christian leads by 8.
Oh my goodness, and his playing time has seen a little cut this second half of this season. But man, when he comes off the bench, he has been nothing but spectacular, especially today, and that's exactly what ACU's needed right now with that lead getting cut short.
Yeah, to your point, Daniel started the first 15 games of the year. The last 13 he's come off the bench, but he has been as special as it gets. That was not easy, and he made it look pretty simple.
And he's so quick. He's little and he's quick, but man, he is so effective when he's out there.
Under 5 minutes to go in this 8-point game. A great one to cap our Saturday in West Texas. Koval's hit a couple of threes today. Bergerson, did he get it off? He didn't touch the rim. Shot clock violation. Ultimately, at the end of the day, this UCA offense will have to figure out how to score in key stretches against a really tough Abilene Christian defense.
Absolutely, and they've done a really good job. Now, if they can continue that kind of success throughout the remainder of the season, and if they get into the Southland Conference tournament, they have as good a shot as any of these teams going to Katy in a few weeks.
In the 7th spot right now is Central Arkansas. Mason could not convert. Boy, there's just so much height under the basket. Bergerson, tough take, got it. Wow. Wildcats trying to run up ahead. Whoa, baby. That's an and one hammer. What a way to send us to a timeout. An explosion at ACU. Colton Cole disregarding any defenders inside right there.
Wow. Oh my goodness. He's had a couple of authoritative dunks today, but that one's the icing on the cake.
And an and one free throw here for Colton Cole. Chance to put Abilene Christian back up 9. 3:52 to go in a very important game. here in the Southland Conference today. The free throw's no good. Cole with 15 points on 7 out of 13 from the floor. Backside and wide open is Rylan Bergerson, who's just been spectacular today. 18 points for the junior and the BYU transfer. Mason bumped by Jared Chatham. Six-point game, and I tell you what, the job that interim head coach Anthony Boone has done with Central Arkansas is a very impressive one, taking over in January. And he's got this team in position. And the 1-1 for Mason, he'll have another, but he's got his team in position to make the conference tournament.
Absolutely, and that's a very tough situation to go to as a coach, as a player. You're trying to learn a new coach's style, and the players are trying to get used to new leadership, and he's done an absolutely terrific job, and you're absolutely right. They have a position to be successful in a few weeks at Katy in the tournament.
Second free throw, no good from Mason. Jones, a big possession here for the Bears. Koval. He hit his first 2 threes. He's missed his last 2. 3 minutes left. Simmons in the paint. Simmons charge. A charge on a freshman taken by Jared Chatham. And that would have been a layup for Simmons. So a big stop for the Bears right there.
Anything you can do to slow ACU's momentum right now, you've got to do it. And taking that charge is a good first step.
Central Arkansas outscoring ACU 36-28 in the second half. They trailed by 15 at halftime. Bergerson. Another acrobatic play, but he's going to shoot 2 after drawing the foul on Peyton Ricks. .235 left. This game could come down to free throws. Bergerson, a 21-point afternoon. 26 double-digit games this year for Bergerson. A very active player, very good scorer. His team down 6 again. Central Arkansas's been as close as 3.
And they just won't go away. ACU will go on a small run, and they'll get a little lead, and it looks like things are starting to get a little separation, but UCA continues to scratch and crawl and grind, and they continue to put themselves back into this ball game.
10 to shoot. It's Cole. Could not convert. Simmons with an offensive rebound, and he's blocked. And then it gets away again from Central Arkansas. And another chance for ACU with 2 minutes to play. Big, big moment in this game. Mason, Simmons. Abilene Christian executes to perfection.
What a look by Corian Mason.
Lead back to 7. And a defensive foul on Damian Daniels of ACU, and that will allow the Bears to shoot 2 free throws. DeAndre Jones to the line.
What a look.
And Great pass from Mason to Simmons. Now Jones. Trying to answer and cut it right back to a potential 5-point game. Under 90 seconds to go. Central Arkansas 9-8 in the league, a game ahead of McNeese for that 8th spot. ACU more than likely trying to win out to get a 2nd seed in the tournament. Into Cole. He missed the dunk, and Abilene Christian wanted a foul call. Did not get it. 5-point game. It's Koval. 3-point game with 1:05 to go. Timeout. And Central Arkansas's not done yet. Koval's got 16 points.
And right here, he did a great job of boxing out Colton Cole down there to give himself enough space, and that is an easy 2 points for Colton Koval.
So now it's Abilene Christian with the possession with 1:05 left and a chance to eat some clock and come up with a big shot of their own. Leading by 3. Now Central Arkansas looking to get their biggest stop of the game in a 3-point game right now.
And could you ask for a better basketball game on a beautiful Saturday afternoon? This is one of the best games on today. It's been back and forth, good defense, good offense. This has been a great showing.
Yeah, you forget that Abilene Christian led by as many as 21 at one point in this game. And Central Arkansas, a fired up team right now in this 3-point game, but now they need to get a stop defensively with the Wildcats, who will try to eat a lot of clock, you figure. And it's going to be backcourt pressure from UCA. The next foul for the Bears would give ACU 2 free throws, no matter what. Here we go, a 3-point game, a minute to go. Buckle your seatbelts. Ricks, open, bumped by Bergerson, and he'll shoot 2.
And that's the right guy at the line. If you're ACU, give you some. He is one of the best free throw shooters in all of the Southland Conference, maybe all of the country. And if you need somebody to give you a lead or extend the lead, Peyton Ricks is your guy.
So Ricks, 11 points today. 2 of 8 from the 3-point line. Now 2 of 3 at the foul line. Important free throws to make it a 2-possession lead once again. It's a 5-point difference. Biggest possession of the game for Central Arkansas. Bergerson almost got a crazy acrobatic and 1, and he will shoot 2. And a foul's on Clay Gaiman. UCA not going away.
And what a look by DeAndre Jones. Bergerson just snuck behind the defense down there.
Bergerson good on the first. DeAndre Jones nearing a triple-double. He's got 14 points, 11 assists, and 7 rebounds. And now Bergerson, 23 today. A 24-point afternoon. A 3-point game once again. Central Arkansas can play out one more defensive possession without having to foul Abilene Christian. 11-second difference. It's Mason. Corey on Mason. Biggest basket of the night.
And what a take.
No shot clock now. Central Arkansas needs one quick. Baker for 3. No. 10 seconds. Ricks lost the ball, and the ball's still loose. 2 seconds. There's only 1.6 left. The possession arrow is going to go to Central Arkansas, but they are out of time.
And look at Corian Mason. Go baseline, go big, go home. I think he just started the keys for UCA.
And he just won the game for Abilene Christian. There's only 1.6 left, and ACU is going to go to 14-4 in the Southland Conference. Central Arkansas battled incredibly hard, but ACU is winners on their home gym. 75-70 the final. For Tyler Henderson and our entire crew, the gang headed by Hutton Harris and Glenn Lasoya, I'm Zach Carlisle saying so long from Abilene, Texas. It's been a presentation of Southland Conference basketball on ESPN+. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. Until next time, so long, take care. Good night, everybody.